13, house robber 2. And for this problem, we are rob a house according to a circle. So let's first just try to understand it. So each house has a certain amount of money stashed. So all houses at the place are arranged in a circle. So the only difference is for the house robber 1, it is a line, but the house robber 2, it's gonna become a circle. So the drawing is not so good, but the idea is just it's gonna be a circle. So this means I can rob this one, but in the middle I cannot rob it, and I can rob the next one. So for example, it's gonna be something like this, and maybe here I don't want to rob it, or maybe here I want to rob it, and from here I cannot rob it. Yeah, so this is gonna be something like a circle. But if it is a line, maybe something here I gonna rob it, here I don't rob it, maybe here I rob it, and here I rob it. So maybe something like that. So first of all, we're gonna turn this circle into a line, and then it's gonna be easier. We just need to use the method of a house robber 1 to solve the problem. And this is also easy, and we can just turn the circle into a line, and we're gonna calculate the final result according to the line. Yeah. But how can we turn it into a line? So for example, if we are giving this kind of nums, we can turn these nums into two parts. So the first part can be nums 1. So this means the first house can never be robbed. So if the first house can never be robbed, what's gonna happen is that if this is a circle, this is okay, but this house gonna never be robbed. So this means no matter how we rob the house, it's gonna start from the second house from here. This means no matter how we rob it, even this one we robbed it, but there will never be a connection. I mean this one and this one, there will always be a jump. This means it's gonna always be okay. And another case is that we're gonna always delete the last one. So this means the last house gonna never be robbed. So similarly, it's gonna be similarly like this. So this means if this is the last house, it means this house will never be robbed. But at most, this house may be robbed. At least, maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe this house can be robbed, but maybe the first house is robbed, but the last house is not robbed. This means there will always be a gap between the first one and the last two. Yeah, this means everything should be okay. We just need to turn the circle into a line, but it's going to become two lines. So yeah, let's just solve it like this. First of all, let's just write a function. So I'm gonna call it rob line. So inside it's gonna be nums. So for the nums, it's gonna be 0 plus nums. I'm gonna prepare a padding and then just use the house robber 1 to solve the problem. Yeah. So for I in range from 2 to length of the nums. So we're gonna check. So for example, this is gonna be the second place. This is gonna be the third place. So for this 2, it's gonna choose the maximum of this 2 plus 2, or the maximum of this 3. So we just need to choose the maximum of them. So the nums I gonna be updated with nums I minus 2 plus nums I and nums I minus 1. So this is gonna be the formula, and this is gonna always be the same formula for the house robber problem. Yeah, because we cannot rob two neighboring houses. We have to prepare a jump. So this is gonna be a jump, and this one gonna be the previous one. So the maximum money connected can always be the previous one or the current one plus the previous 2. It can always be 2 plus 2 or the maximum with this 3. So this is just the formula. And finally, we're gonna return the maximum money collected. It's gonna be nums minus 1. Yeah. So finally, we can return the maximum of robber line with those 2. So the nums, we're gonna take out the first one and robber line with another one. Yeah, with the nums, we're gonna delete the last one. So this is not right. It's gonna be minus 1 from here. Yeah. So this means if the length of the nums is more than 1, yeah. But if there's only one house, we cannot choose the nums 1 or nums minus 1 because it's going to be an empty array and we can never get anything, and we prepare padding 0, so the final result is going to be 0, but it is not like that. So if the length of the nums from the beginning is 1, it means there's only one house, so this means we don't need to take care about the two different cases. We just need to return nums 0 because there's only one house. Anyway, if we want to get the money as much as possible, we're gonna rob that house because there's only one house. Now let me just run it to have a check. This is wrong. I need to delete the nums 0. And here I don't need to use the max. I just need to return the nums minus 1 because that one going to be the maximum of the result. Now let me just submit it to prove it's going to work. As you can see, it works and it's pretty fast. And the time complexity is this is a on time complexity. Even we used the 2 rob function, but it is still on, and the space complexity is also on. Because here we prepared a padding and we plus this nums, so we prepared the actual memory, so it's going to be on. You can also optimize. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think it is also possible we can optimize to O1, but here I prepared the space complexity, it's going to be O1. Let's just check the number of houses. It's going to be 100, and so that is why it's so fast. Thank you for watching. See you next time.